All right, so today's topic is input and output. How we can give input in Python, how we can get output from Python, right? That is what the discussion is all about. So input and output. Now, if you guys remember, we already discussed about how to give input in the Python instance. Any of you guys can help me understand how we can do the input? We did some codes in the past classes, right? To give input. Absolutely. So input is the command. So my question to you guys is input bracket, enter your age. Now it will ask me to enter the age. Now my question to you guys is in which format it will save the age. String format. All right. So Muzalim is saying that string format. What about others? String. Okay. So if I write 23, let me save this in variable a. And if I check a, and if I check the type of a, it is a string. Perfect. But if I say it actually save in integer, then what will you say? If I say that when I run input command and the value which I am saving in variable a is actually integer, तो तुम लोग बोलोगे गलत बोल रहे हो सर, यहाँ पे string दिख रहा है, it's already we are able to see it's a string, how it can be an integer? But I will say no, it is an integer. Okay, so now let's come to, हम लोग चलते हैं थोड़ा फास्ट में. दो टाइप के कमांड होते हैं, रॉ इनपुट, एंटर सम नंबर, एंड सेकंड इज इनपुट एंटर सम नंबर. अब तुम देख रहे हो इनपुट जो है वो ग्रीन कलर का है, दैट मीन्स इट इज अ कीवर्ड. However, raw input is a black color, that means it's a normal word, it is not a keyword. Okay, now if I say raw input requires टाइप कास्टिंग. टाइप कास्टिंग क्या होता है कि अगर मुझे इनपुट नंबर देना है, वो स्ट्रिंग में सेव हो रहा है, मुझे उसको कन्वर्ट करना है, तो इट विल बी टाइप कास्टिंग. I want to convert it to integer. So basically from the raw input, if I pass a value, the output which I will get is in the form of string, right? And if I want to convert it to an integer, I have to convert, let's say starting में int करके हम लोग करेंगे like this. But तुम लोग बोलोगे कि सर वो तो इनपुट में होता है, रॉ में थोड़ी ना होता है, राइट? सो बेसिकली इनपुट में क्या होता है, इनपुट में टाइप कास्टिंग की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है. जिस फॉर्म में आप वैल्यू डाल रहे हो उसी फॉर्म में वैल्यू सेव होती है. If I pass integer, it will save the value in integer. If I pass float, it will save the value in float. Then you will say यहाँ तो ऐसा नहीं हो रहा है, right? Then I will say this is, I am talking about Python 2. Python 2 में input raw input होता था, Python 3 में नहीं है अब. So if I talk about Python 2, raw input actually saves everything in a string, and if you want to convert to any data type, you have to put that data type at the start, typecasting. And input के लिए मुझे जरूरत नहीं पड़ती थी, input automatically जिस टाइप में आप भेज रहे हो उसी टाइप में वो लेता था. If I am passing integer, it will pass integer. If I pass float, it will pass float. But after Python 2, that is Python 3, Python 3 में क्या हुआ? Raw input को हटा दिया. Now raw input is no longer available. That's why you see this black color, because I am using Python 3. Okay. So in Python 3, now input when I am passing, and if I write enter some number, then it will save everything in a string. And if you want to convert it to any type of data type, you have to pass the data type as well. Is that clear, guys, all of you? So basically Python 2 में ऐसा था, Python 3 में ऐसा है. Any questions? So now if I save it, 23, it is an integer. If you want to check, you can very well check that. 23, if I check the type of 23, it is an integer. Is that clear, guys, all of you? Come on quickly. I don't want you guys to sit idle. Up, my requirement is I want to sum up two numbers and give me the output. What all approaches we have? सबसे पहला basic approach तो ये होगा, as a layman, I am creating a variable called x. Input, enter first number. Second will be y, which is nothing but enter second number. Then I will have I, which is nothing but integer of x, j, which is nothing but integer of y, and print the sum is I plus j. Okay. But यहाँ आपने देखा, it is like a very big line of the code. 4 lines, total 5 lines लिखना पड़ रहा है. We have to write 5 lines in here. So the second solution which we can think of, x में ही मैं typecast कर दूं, int input enter first number, second number, then print the sum is x plus y, execute 23, 33, 56. So you can see that from 5 line of a code, I reach to 3 lines of a code. But now I want it as a 1 line of a code. How can we do that? Print the sum is comma integer input enter first number plus integer input enter second number. How cool is that? Execute 23, 33, 56. With just a single line of a code, I am able to get this output. So basically it is helping me understand what all ways we have to do the coding. Now, I want to write a program where I want to read the data from the keyboard. So write a program where read the employee data from the keyboard. The data will be employee number, employee name, employee salary, employee address, whether he is married or not. Okay, how will I do that? Obviously, ENO is equal to, now employee number will be an integer, so I have to write integer input, enter the employee number. Let me copy this. Next, I'm interested in employee name, so NAME. Now here I don't want to do any typecasting because by default we know that in Python the value gets stored in a form of a string if we are using an input command. So I will remove this int, I am removing this bracket, I am removing this bracket as well, enter the employee name. Done. No typecasting is required. Then I want to put address. Obviously address can be integer also. Sorry, string also, my bad. So I did that. Then I want to give salary, eSal. eSal can be a float, right? It can be a decimal. So float, input, enter your salary. And finally, I want to see married or not, right? So eman, emarried, MAR, emar is equal to married. The answer will be true or false, right? Whether you are married or not, true or false. So boolean input, enter marital status, colon, I'm giving option also user को, else he may put something else, so true or false. This is what I'm looking for from you. Done. Once that is done, obviously I have to print the information as well. So print input is one of the functions, yes. Please confirm your information. Then print your employee number is comma ENO, right? That is the variable we have created. Let me copy this. Name, address, salary, marital status. Your name as per our records is ename. Your address is EADDR, EADDR, right? Then salary, your salary is ESAL, and finally your marital status is EMAR. Okay, So that is the code we have written. First of all, it is asking the values, then it is printing, please confirm your information, and then these things will be printed again. Let's execute this. Let's see what happens. Employee number, let's say my employee number is 100. Name is Rahul. My employee, again number coming because I did not change here, right? Employee number. So address मांगना है, so we have to put here address, right? So that is just, you have to change this string, make it enter the employee ADDER or address. So address, let's say Gurgaon. Salary, let's say 10,000. Marital status, let's say true. So now you can see that the values we have: employee number 100, the records, as per the records, the name is Rahul, address is Gurgaon, salary is 10,000, and marital status is true. Okay, so that is how you can give the input as well. But now question arises, what if I want to add multiple values as an input? Okay, so how to read multiple values from the keyboard in a single line? How will I do that? Input, enter 5 numbers. चला के देखते हैं. 23 एक ही आया बिकॉज मैंने एक ही नंबर पास करूं, मुझे दूसरा ऑप्शन दे नहीं रहा है. दैट मीन्स आई वांट टू गिव द वैल्यू एज मल्टीपल टाइम्स. 23 स्पेस 45 स्पेस 32 स्पेस 22 space 23. Enter. Now here the value which you are getting is what? It's a big string altogether. If I save this value out in A, you can see that 23, 45, 32, 22, 23. I have a value called A, which is nothing but a string. If I check the type of it, you can see that it is actually a string which consists of these values. But what I'm looking for is, I'm looking for saving the values maybe as an integer, maybe in a list, and then from the list maybe we can have a for loop and print one by one. Lot many things can be done, right? So now what I'm looking for is, I want these 5 values in a form of a list first of all. So let's try to do that. Input, enter 5 numbers, colon. Then there is a command which is known as split. Now let me execute this. 23 space 45 space 32 space 22 space 23, enter, done. A list is created with 5 different values. But you can see that yes, it is a string also. That is fine. We can very well change that to a typecast. So this is one of the ways which we can go for. Second is, you may say, okay, I'm putting the numbers, but I'm not putting any spaces, because when I'm running this, I'm passing spaces. 23 space 45. You say that no, I want comma. We can very well do that as well. In here, let me copy and create a different line so that you will have various options in the code itself. This is what I will pass. Execute. 23 comma 30 or 45 comma 32 comma 22 comma 23. Beautiful. If you are interested in any others split type of a character, let's say colon. Okay, I want to pass in a form of colon. Execute. 23 45, but I want colon, right? So don't forget that. 23 45 32 22 23. Beautiful. But now you must be thinking, okay, let's execute, but now I will not give colon. I may give space or I may give comma. What will happen? Let's check that. 23, comma, 45, comma, 32, comma, 22, comma, 23. You see that this is entire one value, but here each values were different values. Okay, so that is the difference you will see if you are not passing the split which you actually wanted to pass. So 23 colon 45 colon 32 comma colon 22 colon 23. Then only you will get this output. Now question arises, I want it as an integer format. Now integer format is simple for us, right? I don't see any issues with that. But how will I write that? That is the question. Maybe let me copy this and let's say I'll put integer in the front. But where should I end the bracket? Let's say I end the bracket here. Let's execute this. Pass the number 23 colon 45 colon 32 colon 22 colon 23. Something goes wrong. Integer argument must be a string, a byte-like object, or a number, not list. All right. That means it is generating a list and it is trying to convert the list directly with an integer. I cannot do that. I will need one by one element which will help me to change the type of individual value in the list in the list. And for that, what we can think of, we can think of a loop, for loop, guys. So now let's apply a loop. So this is wrong, absolutely, no doubt about that. We already see that. Now we will do bracket, which is a square bracket, integer of x for x in input of enter 5 numbers dot split, let's say, comma. Simple. This remains the same. Basically this is nothing but a list, right? That is what we are getting here, a list, and I am iterating for loop on that list. For x in this list, what is the first value? 23. It will convert it to integer, then goes back to the list again. What is the next value? 45 for x in input, so the value will be 45. It will convert it to integer. Again 32, so next value of x is 32. It will convert into integer. Then next is 22. Again the next value of x is 22. It will convert into integer. Then the next is 23. Next value is 23. It will convert into an integer. Make it as 23. So if I execute this, let's see if it is working or not. Okay, I executed this wrong statement, so let's ignore that. I want to execute this one. 23 comma 45 comma 32 comma 22 comma 23. You can see that how beautifully this is converted to an integer. I don't see any quotes like this. I don't see any quotes like this. So obviously it is an integer. If you want to check, you can very well save that in A. 23 45 32 22 23. I have a value called A. If I go with A of 0, which is 23, and if I check the type of it, it will give me an integer. So that is how you will be able to save the values. Now let's say what I'm looking for is, after this I want to sum up the numbers, right? I have 5 numbers, I want to sum up the numbers. How will I do that? For that, we can do something like this. I'll copy this. How many numbers I am passing? 5. So here I will write A, comma B, comma C, comma D, comma E. Enter. Print. The sum is A plus B plus C plus D plus E. If I execute this, let's check that. 23, comma 45, comma 32, comma 22, comma 23. The sum is 145. Okay. Also, what we can do, we can save everything in a single value A. This is your homework. I have a single value A, which is a list of these 5 values. After that, you have to find the sum. So basically, I have to run the loop on A again. Okay. So that is your homework. Try from your side. But here I created 5 variables and I'm doing it. I took the easy example. I'm giving you the tough example. Try from your side. If you have any doubts, we can discuss that in the next class. Similarly, I want to convert it to float also. No issues. We can very well do that. I'll convert this to float. Rest all remains the same, I guess, right? No issues. Execute. 23, 45, 32, 22, 23.5, 145.5. If I'll give 23 only, it will give me 145.0, right? 23, 45, 32, 22, 23, 145.0, because the casting I did is float. Is this making sense, guys, all of you? Any questions till this point? सोना नहीं है? Need answer. Come on. What will be the parameter source split means? I see only 2 responses, Asta and Priyanka. What about others? Parameter of split is only this. The, what do you say? Separator. Like how you want to separate the values. Okay, cool. Now, let's talk about one more function. Beautiful function. Tell me one thing, what will happen here? X is equal to 10 plus 20 plus 22. If separator is not provided in split, by default it take the space, guys. That is what we did in the very first example, right? Here, we pass the space. 10, 20, 22. What will be the output? What will be the output? Yes, the output will be, if you check X, it will be 10 plus 20 plus 30. Absolutely. Because it's a string, right? So no issues. Simple. But now what will be the output? Now the output will be 52. 10 plus 20 plus 22. Amazing, right? So basically eval is a function which is internally check the type of the data that printed, but it takes string as an output. It takes string as an input only, argument only. Okay, तो बेसिकली उसने इंटरनली देख लिया कि हमें नंबर 10 पास किया है, प्लस पास किया है, 20 पास किया, 20 पास किया है, प्लस पास किया है, 22 पास किया है. So it will automatically see that okay, I actually have to do 10 plus 20 plus 22, which is 52. So eval is the function which is internally by Python check the type of the data and prints, comma, takes strings as argument only. Okay, अभी इतना ठीक से समझ में नहीं आ रहा होगा, that's fine. We'll take some more example, then you will able to understand it. Okay, so don't worry about that. So if I do something like this, x is equal to eval input enter some list. Okay, so basically if I will execute this command, what will happen? 43, 20, 32, 22, 23, 32. Done. X. Also, let me copy this and run like this without eval and execute. 43, 32, 22, 23, 32. X. Also, let's run like this. Eval input execute square bracket 43, 32, 22, 23, 32. Square bracket close. Execute and check X. You can see that I am passing input. When I am passing input without eval, the default values which is it is saving is in the form of a string. Right? मैंने कॉमा सेपरेट पास किया था और वो स्ट्रिंग में इसने सारी वैल्यूज को एज अ consolidated value दिखा दिया. It's now a string, a big string with 5 numbers comma separated. If I pass here eval input and I am not passing any bracket, then by default it will create a tuple. You see that tuple? Check कर लेते हैं अगर if you want this to be a proof. It's a list. Okay, it is not a tuple. So basically when I am creating, ये दिख रहा है कैसा है? If I go and check, it is a list. Confusion. Basically वो tuple ही था. I updated this value here. That's why it became a list. Let me run this again. That will make more sense. Execute. I'll have 43, 32, 22, 23, 32. And now when I check this X, tuple obviously, normal bracket, type, it's a tuple. पहले लिस्ट क्यों आ रहा था? बिकॉज हमने ये कमांड चला दिया था, सो इट वाज सेव्ड एज अ लिस्ट. सो एक्स में ही सेव किया था, सो यहाँ पे एक्स ओवरराइट हो गया था. ओके, दैट्स बट इट इज अ टपल. हियर इट इज अ स्ट्रिंग. इसको अगर चलाते हैं विदाउट eval command, 23, 32, 32, 45, 32. If I check X and if I check the type of X, it should be a string. It is a string. Perfect. If I execute here, and now this time I'll pass in a square bracket. 43, 32, 23, 23, 45. bracket close, enter, X, execute, beautiful, type should be a list, yes, it is a list. तो इससे मुझे क्या समझ में आ रहा है? Eval is actually saving the values by understanding itself internally that you are passing a square bracket, that means it is a list. It saved it in a list. You are not passing any bracket. Obviously, I'm not passing eval as well. By default, it is saving in a string format. Here, I am not passing any bracket. So by default, it is saving in a tuple format. Is that making sense, guys? So basically, eval is a function internally check the type of the data and prints it. It takes string as an argument, but converts it to original format. So it's a good function to have. Is that making sense? Now, for example, I have a data in a list. I want to print the values as well, one by one. Let's do that. You see that a lot many cases we are covering, right? And we are trying to understand the concepts in very much detail. X is equal to eval, input, enter some list for x1 in X, print x1. For loop, we will have separate class tomorrow on loops conditional statements. We had a basic idea about for loops, but tomorrow we will have detailed idea as well. So now I am passing a list 45, 32, 23, 34, 32, 22. Enter. What happened? It saved the value in X, which is now a list because we are passing in a square bracket, and then it is from the list iterating on the individual value and printing the value one by one. Is that making sense, guys, all of you? Now I will give you a scenario. That's good that it is making sense. I'll give you the scenario and you tell me what will happen. I have this scenario where I am passing the values in a multiple format, basically. For example, input, enter some data, dot split. Let's say I wanted a comma split, and execute. My first data is 21. Second data is Rahul. Third data is true. Fourth data is 30.50. और हर में मैंने स्पेस डाला था. You see that this quotes coming in, so I don't want that, right? Execute. So you have to do without spaces. That also you take care. 21 comma Rahul comma true comma 30.5. Okay. Now you can see that every value is. और यहाँ पे एक और चीज देख रहे हो, राहुल को मैंने quotes में डाला था, तो राहुल with quotes stored as a value. Okay. This quote is actually helping us understand that it is a string. This quote is not helping us understand that this is a string. This is a value of the data. If I'll put Rahul without quotes, 21, then true, then 30.5, then it is without double quotes coming, because now this quote is helping us understand that it is a string. But now my question here is, I want to save the values in its original format. मैं पास तो करूंगा डेटा पूरा, और मुझे पता है कि अगर मैं ऐसे पास करूंगा, then it will store everything in a string format only. But I want to save 21 in an integer. I want to save Rahul in string. I want to save true in boolean. I want to store 30.5 in float. So basically Python should automatically understand that which type of data type it is. We already know the function. Which function we will use? Eval. Absolutely correct. करें? So 4 वैल्यू में पास करने वाला हूं, तो मैं I will do a, b, c, d is equal to square bracket eval of x for x in input, enter some data dot split. Okay, so I'm saving the value of a. The first value will save in a, that is 21. Second value will save in b, that is Rahul. Third value will save in c, that is true. Fourth value will save in d, that is 30.5. What I'm looking for is I want to save a as 21 as an integer, b as Rahul as a string, c as true as a boolean, and d as 30.5 as a float. Eval लगा दिया है. Python should automatically understand that as per our knowledge. Print type of a. Type of a will help me understand that which type of data type it is. 21 is my first value. Rahul is my second value. True is my third value. 30.5 is my fourth value. And when I will execute, something goes wrong. Rahul is not defined. Why? Because now 21 Rahul, true 30.5, and now you can check that the values which we are getting is first is integer, second is string, third is boolean, and fourth is float. Rahul is not defined came in because I am trying to save b is equal to Rahul, which is wrong, right? I have to save it in a string format, so I have to explicitly while typing I have to tell that it's a string. Is that making sense, guys? Now question arises, यहाँ पे क्या क्या ले सकते हैं? सेपरेटर क्या क्या हो सकता है? यहाँ पे सेपरेटर कुछ भी हो सकता है, शायद शायद नहीं. Can I make number as a separator? That means if I will execute this, it should be 21 5, right? 5 is a separator. Rahul 5 is a separator. Then true 5 is a separator. 30.5 बाद में 5 की जरूरत नहीं है, right? So this is what I am passing. Will this work? It will not, because I can have string or none value as a separator. Okay, that means string as a value I can have a separator. Execute again. 21 5 Rahul 5 true 5 30.5. Something goes wrong. Expected parsing, right? So execute. 21 5 Rahul 5 true 5 30.2. All right. 30.5 डाला था, but it considered that okay, it is a separator. That's why it was failing. But now it is looking fine. But we can make number also as a separator, but you have to pass that as a string. Is that clear, guys, all of you? That is how we can able to read the data from keyboard. Okay. Now, how can we read the data from command line arguments? I'll proceed with that, but before that, I want the responses. All of you guys are okay till this point? Everything is perfect? Keyword act as a separator. Can keyword act as a separator? Keyword as in for, if, something like that. Yes, but you have to pass in a quotes. For example, let's say if, okay, 21, if Rahul, if, because of if को मैं quotes में डाल दिया ना, it's no longer a keyword. Then what else? True if 30.5. All right. But if I go with normal if, what will happen? It will directly throw you an error because also keyword दिख गया वहां पे. I hope this makes sense. All right. इसको भी एक एग्जांपल रख लेते हैं. इसको भी एक एग्जांपल रख लेते हैं so that you guys will have understanding. Now, command line arguments. Now, command line arguments. Now, all these things you will not gonna use in your data science world. Okay. This is just I am helping you understand about this programming language so that in future, because Python is in demand. In future, if you want to play around with Python, you have to come up with your own tips and tricks. You will able to do that. Okay. If we are passing a no in split, is necessary whenever we pass a value, it should be dependent as last. What is that? If we are passing a no in split, it is necessary whenever we are passing a value should be dependent at last number. No, we did not did that. We did not do it, right? मैंने if को कभी भी last में नहीं लगाया. 30.5 के बाद मैंने if नहीं लगाया. It was not making any. It will not make any sense. क्योंकि उसका उस वैल्यू नहीं है. 30.5 में वो फेल हो रहा था because 30.5. Now 5 was at that point in time was a separator. So it was understanding that it is a separator. That's why it failed. Okay. All right. So command line argument, as I mentioned, you will not want to use much, but as it's, I'm aware of it, so I want to share it with you guys. So command line arguments. कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट होता क्या है? पहली बात तो हम लोग यहाँ से कोड चलाएंगे ही नहीं. Command line argument is like when I want to run the Python code from command prompt. I want to run the code from here. Okay. Then it is a command line argument. Now the requirement is give me a minute. Now the requirement is I have, let's say, a script. Okay, I have a script where in the script we have the values like from sys import argv. Argv is a keyword, or I would say a command, which is helping us to save the argument values. Argv, argument values. So sys is a package which is default package coming from Python. So from sys import argv and then print argv. अभी इतना ही चलाते हैं. Let me save this in desktop. Test1.py. I am saving this file in a Python format, test1.py. Save. It's in desktop. I'll go to the command line argument. cd desktop. I'm going to the desktop. Py test1.py. What happened? मेरी जो फाइल नेम थी test1.py, that is coming as a argument. So basically what's happening here, I am running one code in Python, and that code I am running through command prompt. Now in real time scenario there are chances that I want to give the arguments. For example, let's say मुझे दो नंबर को ऐड करना है. So py test1.py space 20 space 30. That means test1.py is a program which is helping us to add two numbers, and the first number is 20, second number is 30, which is given by user. So I want to create a code which will sum up two numbers, and I have to pass those two numbers in command prompt like this. When I will execute this, it will give me this output. अभी के लिए मैं सिर्फ इतना बता रहा हूँ कि how this values are beneficial for me. Let's say मुझे कल को एक मैंने स्क्रिप्ट बनाई. I have a script which is helping us to find the temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So the script name is, let's say, c2f.py. So py space c2f.py space 100 degree 100. So what will happen? It will take 100 as an argument and do the processing. वो processing कैसे होगी? I will talk about that in some time. But you got the idea, right? What I am trying to say here. So I have a script. In that script, I require some arguments. I want to save that arguments in the file or in the list, and I will use this arguments in the inside the code. Test1.py is my script helping me to sum two numbers. These are the two numbers. These are stored in this list, and then I will use this list to sum 20 and 30. Making sense, guys? So this is another way of getting the input from the user as well. अभी इसके कुछ examples करते हैं, will make more sense. But till this point, guys, no response coming in. If you are already exhausted, then also let me know. I will talk about that in the next class. Kindly respond. Only Priyanka is active very much in this class. Sometimes Asta. The rest all are sleeping today. समझ नहीं आया, मैं समझाता हूँ. I'll complete this in today's class only, because I want you guys to come out of from your comfort level. Let's sit here today ओके, आज ये करके जाएंगे। आउटपुट स्ट्रीम हम लोग कल कर लेंगे, बट ये वाला आज करके जाएंगे। मेरे पास एक स्क्रिप्ट मुझे बनानी है। काइंडली कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन माई स्क्रीन। आई हैव टू क्रिएट अ स्क्रिप्ट विच विल हेल्प मी टू फाइंड द सिंपल इंटरेस्ट। सिंपल इंटरेस्ट का फॉर्मूला देख लेते हैं। एक सिंपल से कोई और लेते हैं, इंटरेस्ट इंटरेस्ट नहीं लेते हैं, वैसे ही बैंकिंग में थोड़ा अपना हाथ ढीला है। एरिया ऑफ रेक्टेंगल ले लेते हैं, ज्योमेट्री अच्छी थी मेरी बचपन में। सो एरिया इज इक्वल टू लेंथ इनटू विड्थ। ओके, सो आई वांट टू क्रिएट अ स्क्रिप्ट which will calculate area of a rectangle. Let's say the script name is rec.py. ठीक है, बट rec.py में क्या लिखा है अंदर? सिर्फ कोड लिखा है w into l. So I have a Python script which is written and अंदर उसके w into l लिखा है, but what is w, what is l, कौन बताएगा? यूजर बताएगा। यूजर कैसे बताएगा? यूजर will execute this script. Which script? rec.py स्पेस, बोलेगा यार मेरी विड्थ 34 है और मेरी लेंथ 12 है, एंड एग्जीक्यूट। क्या करेगा ये जाएगा पाइथन में, उसको पता है कि पहला वैल्यू मेरा विड्थ है तो उसने यहाँ डाल दिया, दूसरा वैल्यू मेरा लेंथ है उसने यहाँ डाल दिया, आउटपुट क्या आएगा? लेंथ इनटू विड्थ। मेकिंग सेंस ऑल ऑफ यू? कुशाल, नेक्स्ट क्लास अभी इंटरेस्टिंग। come on quickly guys. How will I know the two separate number? आते हैं अभी, I'll come to that. Okay, but the logic is clear or not? Don't worry about separator, length and everything, I'll talk about that. Now let's do it. अभी के लिए मैंने क्या किया? From sys import argv print argv। argv जब मैं प्रिंट कर रहा हूं तो क्या प्रिंट हो रहा है? जो आप यहाँ पे आर्ग्यूमेंट डाल रहे हो। सो py test1.py, मेरा लेंथ है 34, विड्थ है 12, तो उसने एक जगह स्टोर कर लिया। तो यहां से उसको पता चल गया कि 34 इज वन वैल्यू, उसके बाद मैंने स्पेस डाला है, 12 इज सेकेंड वैल्यू। अगर आप यहाँ पे मल्टीपल वैल्यू डालते हो, test1.py 34 54 45 32 22 23 21, every value will, let me execute, sorry, py लगाना पड़ेगा आगे, don't forget that, py test1.py 34 54 40 45 32 22 23 21. How many values coming in? First value will always be what? File name. Then rest is the variable which you are passing. Okay, अगर इसमें हम लोग कॉमा डालें, py test1.py 34, 45, 54, 32, 22, 23, 21, it will entirely go as a string. Okay, that means when you want to run this type of a commands, you have to pass the parameters in space only. तो हर स्पेस से उसको पता चलेगा that it is a single value. That is first thing. सेकेंड इज हम लोग लॉजिक बनाते हैं, हमें एरिया ऑफ रेक्टेंगल निकालना है, ये मेरा कोड है, इस कोड को एडिट करते हैं। argv क्या देगा वैल्यू मेरी? अगर मैं 3 वैल्यू पास कर रहा हूं, So ARGB will give me three values, 34, 12. दो पास कर रहा हूँ, लाइक प्लस 3 वैल्यू देगा. वन इज फाइल नेम, सेकंड इज 34, थर्ड इज 12, राइट? कैन आई से दैट दिस इज अ लिस्ट? Yes or no? Can I say that 34 is the second element of the list and 12 is the third element of the list? What is the index of second element in Python? And what is the index of third element in Python? 1 and 2. Beautiful. चलें आगे. So enter print ARGB का आउटपुट मुझे पता है कि वो लिस्ट है. ARGB में मैं अगर 0 डालता हूं, ARGB में अगर मैं 0 डालता हूं, क्या आएगा बताओ? फाइल नेम. ब्यूटीफुल. एग्जीक्यूट. एंटर. फाइल नेम दिख रही है अलग से? आ गई. अब आगे बढ़े. अब लॉजिक बनाना है मुझे. 34 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 12 करवाना है. मतलब कि ARGB1 को ARGB2 से मल्टीप्लाई करवाना है. बट ARGB1 मेरा है स्ट्रिंग, ARGB2 है मेरा स्ट्रिंग, तो मल्टीप्लाई तो हो नहीं सकता. तो पहले मुझे क्या करना पड़ेगा? इंटीजर में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा. समझ में आ रहा है चीजें जो हमने पढ़ी है सुबह से, मतलब अभी क्लास के स्टार्ट से? आर यू गाइस एबल टू रीड दैट? So now let's come back. Print ARGB index number 1. पहले तो इसको बुला के देख लेते हैं कि आ भी रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है. Print ARGB index number 2. Save. चलते हैं यहाँ पर पाइथन में, एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं. Beautifully I am getting 34 and 12. Amazing. Now if I write a logic here, print integer of ARGB 1 multiply by, यहाँ पे एक ब्रैकेट आएगा, integer of ARGB 2 in a square bracket, क्योंकि लिस्ट को स्लाइस कर रहे हैं, don't forget that. And this bracket is not required, this bracket is required. Keep this in here and bracket close. अब क्या किया मैंने? ARGB1 को इंटीजर में कन्वर्ट किया, मल्टीप्लाई बाय ARGB2 को इंटीजर में कन्वर्ट किया. सारे ब्रैकेट देख लेते हैं. इसका ब्रैकेट ये हो गया, इसका ब्रैकेट ये हो गया, और ये मेरा मेन ब्रैकेट हो गया. ब्रैकेट भी मुझे ठीक लग रहे हैं. जाते हैं, एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं, चलाते हैं. 408 34 इंटू 12 क्या होता है? अमेजिंग, इंटरेस्टिंग. सो दिस इज हाउ यू कैन प्ले अराउंड. थोड़ा और इसमें एग्जांपल खेलते हैं सो दैट you guys will have some more understanding. Print the number of command line arguments. कितने कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट आ रहे हैं? इनपुट करने की जरूरत नहीं है अंकुश, क्योंकि हम लोग ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे इनपुट कर रहे हैं. हम लोग यहाँ ऑलरेडी दे रहे हैं और अभी कमांड लाइन पे हम लोग चला रहे हैं, तो इट विल नॉट वर्क. ओके. सो द नंबर ऑफ कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट कितने आएंगे? अगर मैं फाइल नेम और 2 वेरिएबल डालता हूं तो नंबर ऑफ कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट कितने होते हैं? 3, राइट? सो कॉमा, सॉरी कोट्स, कॉमा, लेंथ ऑफ ARGB. ओके, चलाते हैं. लेंथ इज 3. बढ़ाते रहो उसमें वैल्यू, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। 12, 32, 22, 22, 20, 32, 23, एग्जीक्यूट। 8 हो गए, क्यों? फाइल नेम 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 values we have. Okay, now I want to know the list of command line argument. तो list of command line argument तो ऑटोमेटिकली यहाँ निकल रहा है, और उसको हम लिख भी सकते हैं, print the list of command line arguments is argv, control s. इनवैलिड सिंटेक्स, क्या मिस हुआ यहाँ पे? समथिंग गोज रॉन्ग। कोट्स, कोट सही है, यहाँ पे कॉमा मिस हो गया। ओके, वी मिस द कॉमा। सेव, execute. Okay, so this is the list you are getting. Amazing. Now what I want is थोड़ा इसको और इंटरेस्टिंग करते हैं। मुझे 34, 12, 32, 22, 22, 32, 23 वन बाय वन प्रिंट करवाना है। लिस्ट है, वन बाय वन प्रिंट कराने के लिए क्या करना पड़ता है? We did some of the examples. For loop, amazing. चीजें इंटरेस्टिंग हो रही है। Now we'll make it more tough. For x in argv, बट मुझे पहली वैल्यू नहीं चाहिए, और यहाँ मैं नोटपैड में कोडिंग कर रहा हूँ, तो मैं एंटर करूंगा तो टैब ऑटोमेटिकली नहीं आएगा गाइस, सो वी हैव टू पुट टैब इंडेंटेशन। ओके, हम लोग यहाँ पे एडिटर में काम नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम लोग नोटपैड में काम कर रहे हैं, तो टैब मुझे मैन्युअली लगाना पड़ेगा, इतना स्मार्ट नहीं है। अब मुझे प्रिंट करवाना है 34 से, द फर्स्ट वैल्यू से, मुझे द फर्स्ट इंडेक्स से ये नहीं चाहिए वैल्यू। कैसे स्लाइस करेंगे? स्लाइसिंग पढ़ा था हमने लिस्ट का, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 वैल्यूज हैं। I will do absolutely correct. So Kushal is correct. Piyush is correct also. Beautiful. So print अगर मैं x करूं, प्रिंट अगर मैं x करता हूं और सेव करता हूं और कोड चलाते हैं, तो प्रिंट मेरी वन बाय वन हो रही है और ये फाइल भी इंक्लूड हो रही है। ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाट एक्सपेक्टेड। बट मेरी रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है? मुझे ये सारी वैल्यूज ही चाहिए। और एक काम करते हैं, थोड़ा और इंटरेस्टिंग बनाते हैं, सेट x इक्वल टू 1 करते हैं, चलो ठीक है, दैट इज फाइन, बट लेट्स मेक इट मोर इंटरेस्टिंग। आई वांट के मुझे इन सारी की सारी वैल्यूज का सम चाहिए। I want to sum up these values. Okay, so I'll have another for loop, but before that I have to tell Python args arguments should start with argv1 colon sum is equal to 0 for x in args colon tab n is equal to int of x, इंटीजर में कन्वर्ट करना पड़ेगा, then sum is equal to sum plus n, then print sum. Let's save it. Let's go to the prompt and you get 177, which is nothing but 34 plus 12 plus 32 plus 22 plus 22 plus 32 plus 23, 177 होना चाहिए, होगा ही obviously. If you want we can check that. 34 12 32 22 22 32 23, 177, right? That is what we are getting here. So that is how you can actually apply the logic. Is it clear, all of you? This loop, any doubts in this? Sum करके एक वेरिएबल बनाया मैंने, उसके अंदर मैंने args पास किया. अब एक और चीज करते हैं, args की जगह मैं कुछ और डालूं. Let's say आस्था, चलेगा ये? देख लेते हैं. Yes. Okay. So ऐसा नहीं है कि args होना चाहिए, क्योंकि sometimes कुछ लैंग्वेज में args actually considered as a this thing argument, or you can say a keyword, but that is not a keyword here. Okay. Can you repeat the for loop? Yes. For loop concept हम लोग आगे पढ़ेंगे वैसे. Tomorrow we will have loops. Tomorrow नहीं, अब तो next हो जाएगा, क्योंकि हम लोग एक और टॉपिक छोड़ रहे हैं. Loop concept we have to study further again. Okay. So don't worry about that if you are not understanding it. That's fine. Now, if I will do something like this, print argv1 plus argv2, क्या आउटपुट आएगा? Tell me. String, absolutely. Error नहीं आएगा, string आएगा. So basically, if I go here, मैं दो ही पास कर रहा हूँ. Okay, so like this, enter, it will give me 3412, right? Because 34 is a string, 12 is a string. I am summing up 34 plus 12, string plus string, also done, right? Make sense? Now there is a question from Piyush. I have a list 1 which consists of this value. He's saying that can we directly do like this, list 1 colon, can we do something like this? We can do that, right? This sum of this is 123. कर सकते हैं. अब वो यहाँ पर करने का ट्राई करते हैं. if for loop ना लिखें, अगर सिंपल जुगाड़ मारें, that means let me make this as hash 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 hash. Hash is what? Okay, he's saying like this as a comment, obviously. Let's try that. कहाँ फेल हुआ? I hope this is clear to all of you. Why we went for a loop? Because पहले उसको integer में तो convert करना पड़ेगा. Because when we are passing in an argument here, it takes in a string. So we have to first one by one convert it to a string, क्योंकि पूरा list को एक साथ मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ. So I have to pass one by one. अब मैं one by one कर ही रहा हूँ, तो मैं फिर एक for loop में sum भी लगा दिया मैंने. Okay, I hope this is clear to all of you. Good question, Piyush. Now, few more examples and I will leave you guys. Okay, so don't worry. If I will write print eval argv 1 plus eval argv 2 bracket close, what will happen? अगर मैं 2 नंबर पास कर रहा हूं, will this work or not? What will happen, guys? What will happen? Let me comment this out. And anything else which will fail? No, right? All good. Yes, it will work. Absolutely, right? It will work. 46. Because eval क्या करता है? By default आपको convert कर देगा जिस टाइप का डेटा टाइप है वो. That is what we discussed in the past section of the code. Now tell me what will happen here. Print argv 100 and I am passing the value like this. क्या आउटपुट आएगा argv 100 का? 100th index है कुछ? Do we have any value in 100th index? No, right? So it will throw me an error. Out of range. Okay? None नहीं आएगा, out of range आएगा. Clear? Next. अगर मैं ऐसे लिखूं print argv 7:1000, अब क्या आएगा? Obviously error ही आएगा, 7 वैल्यू भी नहीं है, so giving me the error. If I comment this out and execute again, error नहीं आएगा. Okay, it will give me an empty list. Perfect. If I will write something like this 0:1000, वैल्यूज आएंगी कुछ? Yes, we'll get all the values till 7. तीन ही वैल्यू है, so it will give me all the values which we are passing as an argument. Amazing. Now to answer your question, Kushal, कि पाइथन को कैसे पता चलेगा कि ये दो नंबर है? 34 12 स्पेस से पता चलता है, ठीक है, बट एक सिनेरियो ऐसा बन सकता है Rahul Tiwari, Rahul will be a separate value, Tiwari will be a separate value, बट मेरा रिक्वायरमेंट है यार मुझे फर्स्ट नेम और लास्ट नेम साथ में दिखाने. अगर मैं ये चलाता हूँ, एग्जीक्यूट करता हूँ, तो पहले तो ये कोट्स में जाएगा, सो दिस विल फेल, विच वन? दिस वन विल फेल. इसको हटा देते हैं, ठीक है, क्योंकि इंटीजर में कन्वर्ट करने का ट्राई कर रहा है, एरर दे देगा तो आगे चलेगा नहीं. सो लेट्स रिमूव दिस. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट maybe I can remove all this. I don't require that. ये मैं आपको दे दूंगा फाइल for your practice. And here what I'm looking for is I want to first see the values which is in the, यहाँ पे ये वाला चलाते हैं. Okay, let's execute. You see that I'm getting Rahul Tiwari. Rahul is one value, Tiwari is one value, but I want Rahul Tiwari together because I want first name and last name together. So as I mentioned, I want to pass in a quotes, maybe शायद चल जाए like this. ओके, शायद से नहीं हो रहा है। दो तीन और चीजें ट्राई करते हैं। अगर मैं डबल कोट्स भेजूं, फिर एग्जीक्यूट करूं, कुछ तो आ रहा था यहाँ पे, आउट ऑफ रेंज आ गया 2। क्यों आया? बिकॉज हियर सम कमांड इज यूजिंग 2, दिस वन, उसको हटाते हैं। ओके, मतलब क्या हुआ कि डबल कोट्स दे रहा हूं तो आ रहा है, सिंगल कोट्स दे रहा हूं तो आ रहा है, नहीं आ रहा है ना, दैट इज व्हाट वी सॉ। With single quotes it is not coming in, but double quotes it is coming. Okay, that is interesting. एक और चीज हमने देखी थी, ट्रिपल डबल कोट्स एंड ट्रिपल सिंगल कोट्स, वो भी देख के चला के देखते हैं। अगर मैं ट्रिपल डबल कोट चलाता हूँ, राहुल तिवारी आ रहा है, सिंगल वैल्यू। ट्रिपल सिंगल कोट्स चला के देखते हैं। राहुल तिवारी अलग अलग जा रहा है। तो फ्रॉम हियर व्हाट वी आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग इज, डबल कोट्स में अगर मैं लेके जाता हूँ वैल्यू, तो ये सिंगल आर्ग्यूमेंट की तरह ट्रीट कर रहा है। बट व्हेन आई एम पासिंग इन अ single quotes, then it's behaving something weird. Okay, so that is how, if you have a value which is like a with a space, then you can very well go ahead and pass that in a double quotes. Keep that in mind. Okay, so this is what we have to cover today. That's fine, Milan, we are completing the class. So this is what we have to cover today. Any questions you have, kindly let me know. अभी हमने सिर्फ इनपुट देखा, how we can give input in Python through user keyboards in GUI using the input command, and here through command prompt. Tomorrow we will talk about how we can fetch out the values using print command. Print command में भी बहुत सारे options हैं Python में, that we will discuss. Any questions you have till this point, let me know. Else I think I'm good. I hope this is making sense and you're learning something new.